Raghuramam Bhavayasugunaramam Bhavayami Raghuramam Bhavyasuguna
Talangkataka digitaka digitatum ta gata jum tarita katarite jana jana kukutarita kukutarita kutarite jum tarita jakatarita jana janata kukutarita jum tarita katarita talangkutak kadakadakadum jana jana kukutarita talangkutak kadakadakadum kukutarita kutarite talangkutak kadakadakadum
Bhavayami Raghuramam Bhavyasugunaramam.
I meditate upon the noble Lord Ram, jewel of the Raghu dynasty, whose virtues are boundless, whose presence brings joy to all beings.
Bhavayami Raghuramam Bhavyasugunaramam.
Once, all the devas approached Lord Vishnu, praying that he please descend to free the world from the evil Rakshasa Ravan. Vishnu instructed them to first go to earth, reassuring them that he would soon appear in the dynasty of the sun. Gratefully, the devas bowed to Vishnu and, as instructed, proceeded to the earth. Blessing all with happiness, his gentle glances filled with compassion, his divine play uplifts the world. To obtain a son, the great King Dashrath performed a yajna from which a shining diva arose, delivering to him a pot of nectar. The king joyfully distributed this nectar to each of his 3 wives, who in course of time delivered 4 beautiful boys.
Bhavayami Raghuramam Bhavyasugunaramam Bhavayami Raghuramam.
Born in the illustrious solar dynasty, Ram and Lakshman shone like radiant ornaments of the Raghu lineage. Sage Vishwamitra requested that the 2 youths accompany him to the forest to protect the sacred sacrifice of the sages from the attacks of Rakshasas headed by Subahu. Despite Dashrath's fearful protests, the young princes followed the sage to the forest. There, with great valor, they destroyed the fierce demons, Subahu and his companions, who disturbed the sacred rites. Then, Ram liberated the sage Gautam's wife Ahalya. Soon, they arrived in the kingdom of Mithila, where King Janaka had announced a great challenge. Anyone who can lift and string Shiva's great bow will get my daughter Sita as a bride. With Janaka's encouragement, one hopeful suitor after another approached the bow. A second king tried, and he too failed. Another attempted to lift it, and also failed. Yet another suitor gave it his all. And failed. Even Ravana, with great arrogance, tried to lift the bow. But even he was unsuccessful. Vishwamitra asked Sri Ram to step forward. Respectfully, he approached Lord Shiva's divine weapon. And there, before the assembled kings and warriors, Ram effortlessly lifted the mighty bow of Shiva. After stringing it, he pulled the string taut until the bow snapped in two. Thus, he won the hand of Princess Sita, the noble daughter of Janaka. The fierce sage Parashurama arrived, angrily demanding to know which wayward Kshatriya had dared to break the bow of Shiva. Bowing to him and wielding Vishnu's magnificent bow, Ram calmly humbled his pride. With Sita by his side, the divine prince returned in glory to Ayodhya.
Bhavayami, Raghuramam, Raghuramam, Bhavayami, Raghuramam.
Talamkataka digitaka digatatum tajum taridakata, takutati kukutati katataka jum taridakati, kukutati takutati katataka jum taridakata, takajum taridakati, tajum taridaka jum taritakutati kukutati katataka, diguna tum, tadinguna 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 tum,
In Ayodhya, preparations began for Ram's grand coronation. Kaikeyi was filled with bliss that Ram would be king. But the hunchback Mantra asked, "How can you rejoice at a time like this? Don't you know? If Ram becomes king, you and your son will be reduced to menial servitude to him and his mother, your co-wife." Kaikeyi, suddenly filled with anxiety, asked what she should do. Mantra reminded her of a long time ago when her husband had granted her 2 boons. She instructed Kaikeyi to first demand that her son Bharat be crowned king, and for the second, that Ram be sent away to the forest for 14 years. Burning with fear and rage, Kaikeyi cast off all her jewelry, and disheveled, her hair loosened, she lay upon the ground, seething with fury. Dasharath, wanting to share with her his joy over Ram's upcoming coronation, followed the trail of her jewelry and asked what troubled her. After his many reassurances, she found the courage to make her demands. "Remember the 2 boons you promised me?" "Yes, indeed." "2 boons? Ask for anything and everything. I will give it all." "Okay. First, My son, Bharat, must be crowned king. What? But Second, Ram must be banished to the forest for 14 years. Dashrath fell unconscious with the shock. But Ram, bound by his father's word, renounced the throne without hesitation. Accompanied by his devoted wife Sita and his loyal brother Lakshman, he entered the forest to begin 14 years of exile. Ever serene, ever gentle in character, Ram accepted the path of Dharma with calm dignity. Along the banks of the Ganga, the tribal chief Guha welcomed the princes with devotion. Cleaning the pathway, washing Ram's feet, and arranging a boat for them, he ferried them across the Ganga. Soon, they settled in the peaceful forests of Chitrakuta. There, Bharata came, grieving and filled with love, begging Ram to return and rule the kingdom. But Ram remained steadfast in his vow. Instead, he placed his sandals upon the throne of Ayodhya, entrusting Bharat to rule as his representative. Thereafter, Ram, Lakshman, and Sita reveled in the simple forest life, gathering nuts, fruits, roots, berries, and picking flowers, enjoying nature's bounty in the lovely forest setting. They journeyed deeper into the vast Dandaka forests where many sages lived in penance. There, Ram destroyed the terrible demon Virada, who terrorized the forest dwellers. The great sage Agastya welcomed Ram and gifted him the powerful Vaishnava weapon. He told them of a beautiful forest called Panchavati, in which they could live out the final year of their exile. Soon, the princes built their hermitage in Panchavati. There, the noble bird Jatayu, king of vultures, became a loyal friend and protector. But danger soon arrived. The wicked demoness Shurpanaka approached Ram, driven by desire. When she was rejected, her fury ignited a chain of events.
Raghuramam
Talangadagadagadagadagadagadam Taritadanadanam Tanatta Junuda Junutta Dimidimida Dimittagadagadai Taritadana Tanatta Junuda Junutta Dimida Dimittagadagatarittadana Tajunutta Dimidimittagadaritadana Junutta Dimittadaditta Tadarita Tagadadita Tagajunutta Ditta Tagadigadingadam Tagadigadingadam Tagadigadingadam
Bhavayami Raghuramam
Shurpanaka summoned her fierce brothers Kar and Dushan, who attacked Ram with their demoniac armies. Yet with unmatched valor, Ram destroyed them all. Soon another plot unfolded. Shurpanaka approached Ravan, who in turn ordered Maricha to take the form of a dazzling golden deer. Besotted, Sita asked Ram to catch it for her. The demon deer cried out for help in Ram's voice, and urged by Sita, Lakshman followed after Ram, leaving her alone. In that moment of deception, Ravana, the 10-headed king of Lanka, came disguised as a hungry holy man. Enticing her to cross Lakshman's protective circle, he abducted Sita and carried her away. When Ram returned and discovered Sita's absence, his heart burned with grief. He and Lakshman searched everywhere for her. Soon, they met the noble Hanuman and the Vanara king Sugriva, who showed them the jewelry they had collected from Sita when she dropped it from Ravana's flying chariot. Sugriva, the exiled monkey king, pledged to help Ram find Sita. In return, Ram promised to restore Sugriva's kingdom by defeating his powerful brother Vali. Sugriva challenged his brother, the mighty warrior Vali, to single combat. Ram slew Vali and restored Sugriva to the throne. With the Vanara kingdom now united, the great search for Sita began. Among the many Vanara heroes, Hanuman was chosen for the greatest mission. Ram blessed him. My dear Hanuman, I feel confident that you will succeed in this mission. Placing a radiant jeweled ring in Hanuman's hands, Ram sent him with an army of monkeys to find Sita. Together, they went through forests, across rivers, and over mountains in their search. Arriving at the southern seashore, they wondered how could they cross it to reach Ravana's city of Lanka. Remembering the power of his youth, Hanuman grew to the limits of the sky and with immense courage leapt across the sea. Landing in Lanka, he searched everywhere for Sita, eventually discovering her in Ravana's Ashoka grove. She was crying, hopeless, wanting to end her life. Hanuman stopped her, telling her that he was Ram's messenger, and reassuring her that Ram was indeed coming to rescue her. Here, he said, I have Ram's ring. Sita, so happy to receive the ring, entrusted her Churamani to Hanuman, entreating him to quickly bring Ram to her. Hanuman flew back over the ocean, returning to Ram with the joyful news, and the entire army marched to the shores of the ocean. Vibhishan, the righteous brother of Ravana, surrendered at the feet of Ram, and the compassionate Lord welcomed him with open arms.
Bhavayami Raghuramam Bhavaya
Under Ram's command, the Vanara army built a magnificent bridge across the ocean.
Kalitavara setu bandham kadali sima pisidasana Kalitavara setu bandham kadali sima pisidasana.
When the bridge was complete, they crossed over it to reach the island kingdom of Lanka. A great war followed. Ram and his allies fought fiercely against the countless demon warriors of Ravana.
Takita dim takita tat takita dim takita tat takita takita tum tatikita tum takita tum tatikita tum takita tum tatikita tum. Dim takita tat takita dim takita tat takita dim takita tat takita takita tum kadaka kadaka tum takita tum kadaka kadaka tum takita tum kadaka kadaka tum. Tattam takitatum kadakadakadam takitatum kadakadakadam.
At last, Ram faced Ravana himself, the proud 10-headed king.
Din ding takitatum kadakadakadam. Din ding takitatum kadakadakadam. Takitatum kadakadakadam takitatum kadakadakadam takitatum.
With divine courage and supreme skill, Ram struck him down, bringing an end to his tyranny. After the victory, Sita emerged from captivity and proved her purity through the trial of fire. United once again, Ram, Sita, and Lakshman returned to Ayodhya. There, amid great celebration, Ram was crowned king. Thus, the noble Lord Rama, protector of the universe and embodiment of Dharma, began his glorious reign. Under the glorious reign of Ram, peace and prosperity filled the land. Dharma flourished, justice prevailed, and the hearts of all were filled with happiness. Meditating upon that divine Lord, whose life is the very path of righteousness, may our hearts forever rejoice in the names of Sita, Ram. Jai Siya Ram.